Okay, so this time our topic is vision, mission, and school goals in planning for educational uh, planning and management. No, this of course once again, good day everyone. Ay good night na pala. Ay good evening na already, no.
Good evening po.
Good night na eh, no. Welcome to our Module 3 session of Educational Planning and Management. In our previous discussion, we explored the legal foundation of educational planning and the broader framework that guides school leadership. Today, uh, or this time, we move into a vital core of institutional development, the crafting and alignment of the vision, mission, and school goals. No? And these elements are more than a statement on a website or in a handbook. They represent the living heartbeat of an educational institution. Again, a vision paints the aspirational picture of the future. It answers the questions, where do we want to be for a school? The vision captures the collective dream of students, no, faculty, parents, and the wider community. It becomes the guiding star, no, that informs long-term plans and inspire everyone to aim higher with the academic excellence, inclusivity, or global competitive. Most commonly, 5 years or 10 years or 20 years or 25 years. Ano. The mission, on the other hand, clarifies the present purpose. It articulates why the school exists and what it does every day to move toward that vision. Okay? To accomplish our vision, we do it through our mission. No? So a well-crafted mission explain how teaching, research, community engagement, and values formation are integrated into daily operations. Without a mission that is both inspiring and actionable, a vision remains a distant hope. School goals bridge the vision and missions. They translate ideals, no, into measurable targets, academic performance indicators, student development plan, faculty training plans, and community outreach initiative. Setting these goals required participatory planning, data-driven analysis, and alignment with national policies such as RA 9155, CHED directives, and test the competencies using and ensuring that the institutions stay relevant and compliant. So as we discuss these concepts, remember that vision, mission, and goals are not static. They must evolve with societal changes, technological advances, and the shifting needs of learners. So effective educational leaders revisit and refresh the statement, fostering culture where everyone, from administrator to students, understand and lives by them. No? So to guide us deeper in this essential topic, we are fortunate to have our presenter who will share insights on how visionary leadership, a clear mission, and a well-structured school goals shape effective educational planning and management. Let us give a warm welcome to our presenter. Go ahead.
Hello, good evening, guys. I am Giovanni De Dios, your current presenter for tonight. My presentation is about, Doc Abante said, vision, mission, and school goals in planning. Ako ayaw mag-next slide. Oh, wala. Ayan, yes. Ayan. Uh, we have here, of course, the four key components of my report. It is the vision, the mission, the school goals, and uh, uh, the planning of all the three. Of course, vision is what you want to be or what you want to become. The mission is what you need to do to achieve your vision or to what you want to become. And goals are the small milestones uh, that is aligned with the mission in order to achieve the vision, and the planning, of course, always included in order to align your mm, paano ko sabihin, to align uh, your goals, mission, and vision. uh, it gives you a guide yes, a guide. A highway gives you a road in which even if you stay, uh, you can always steer back to it because you're planning it. Next, I have here a figure one, the definition of a short statement describing something exists and what are its goals. So, as we have said earlier, uh, it is your mission. Uh, it is your mission to achieve the vision. O parang ganun na lang ano. Yun. Next is the vision. The definition of the vision is a mental image of future events and how the mission is going to affect positively while completing the goals or completing your envisioned dream or what you want to achieve. Okay. While in time lapse, vision goals are usually short term. Uh, Starting on present day and aim to still be standing within the next 2 to 3 years. On vision time lapse naman, vision is linked to the success of an institution for a whole 5 to 10 years of time interval. So that means nagbabago-bago yung mission and vision depending sa status kung na-achieve na ba yung vision. For example, na-achieve mo yung vision mo. Of course, bagong vision naman, di ba? Kasi we're humans eh. We have unlimited wants and needs. So, kapag na-achieve na natin yun, feeling normal, yun na yung normal, gusto na naman natin mag-step up. Next level naman, di ba? Parang hagdan. Uh, in case sa mga achievers tulad dati, hagdan. Kasi kung nakikita, hindi ko hindi sila hagdan mag-isip kung di, ewan ko ba? Siguro, diretso, ordinary, or pababa minsan, mga self-destructive tao. So the goals. The goal of the mission are present on the daily basis. So, yung ibig sabihin, everyday ginagawa mo yung mission to achieve your vision. For example, gusto ko maging boksingero, gagayahin ko si Pacquiao. O di ang goal mo, everyday mag-training, of course. And the vision, goals of the vision would be lead and have long-lasting effects. So, hello po. Ano po? Ulit? With the... Hindi ko po gaano madinig. Ano po ulit? Nagsasalita po ba, Madam Rosel? Ano po ulit yun? Baka po meron kayong gustong i-insert.
Ang ibig sabihin mo, ginagawa ng people sa sacrificial life ng Panginoon. Alam mo kami po na
Paano? Ako, ano yun?
ang Panginoon,
may background kan tayo, background music. Anyway, the change would be the mission statement can be changed according to the requirements or what you require to achieve. And the vision is the foreseeing of the, paano bang itago to? Of the events in the future, and there is a minimum change in it. Of course, vision medyo pag nag-daydream tayo, di ba? Gusto natin mangarap na mataas na. So medyo matagal, medyo long term yung kailangan nating pagtrabahuhan for that. Yung question na sinasagot o the question that the mission answers is what do we do? And the question that the vision answers is where we aim to be. So if we aim to be, for example, to go to Africa, what do we do? Yun yung mission natin every day. For example, your vision is to go to Africa without using automatons or mechanical transportation. What we do? You prepare to walk, di ba? But before that, syempre, merong ano mas maliit na may mga mini goals or milestones para maabot yung missions, di ba? So ang goal mo, syempre, siguro mag-impake, maging ready, magkaroon ng enough food and magsuot ng sapatos, ng damit. And naglakad ka na, when you get to the shoreline, sa Philippine Sea, panitong mission na naman. But the mission is still to go to Africa. But yung mission, iba na. Kasi you can't walk on water. What we do? What is our next mission or what our mission should be? O do you want to ride a boat? Yung paddle boat, kasi di ba, no, automatons nga. Or maybe you want to swim, but that's the gist of it in relation to that. And the vision and mission defines identity by aligning its values, goals, and aspirations. They provide a clear purpose and direction, shaping the culture, educational practices, and community relationships. This strong foundation helps establish a distinct identity that guides all school activities and decisions. So see, vision and mission pa lang, you know what they do. For example,
Done ka na, sir?
wala ba ako nawawala? Ano yun na mismo? So vision and mission pa lang, makikita mo na yung core value. Okay na po?
Yes, sir.
Nadidinig
Go
na po
ahead.
ako ng lahat? Ayan. Let's go back to the topic. So, yun nga po. Mission and vision pa lang ng school. Pag nakita mo na siya, alam mo na kung anong ginagawa nila. For example, sabi ko nga kanina, if you want to be a pilot, you go to an aviation school na ang mission and vision is to produce pilots. Contrary naman na gusto mong maging pilot, pupunta ka naman sa So, yung mission and vision pa lang, yan pala makikita ng mga stakeholders natin. Or kung sino man yung gusto pumunta sa school, magkakaroon na sila ng idea. What your goal is and what your mission is. Di ba? Okay, next. Okay. Why defining the mission and the vision important? Of course, the school's vision and mission statements are essential as they define the institution's direction and purpose. O see, andun pa lang, direction and purpose, di ba? Reflecting its core values and goals. They serve as more than just statements. They actively contribute to various aspects of the school's functioning. Kasi very, very self-explanatory, napakaganda. Kumbaga, yan yung ano nila, that's the heart. When we compare it to the human body, it's the heart. Yung mission and vision. Okay. And what does the mission and vision do? Of course, number one, it guides your employees. It acts as a roadmap for the school staff to focus and progress without constant worrying. What does this mean? Syempre, if your employees knows what you want to achieve, they won't go haywire in their planning and going from another branch and going downwards. Syempre, di ba dapat we need to achieve our vision or not necessarily vision kasi medyo matagal. At least achieve the goals, milestones, and the mission. Number two, establishes standard performance. Ayan, syempre, very clear goals. ensures everyone knows what is expected or what is expected of them, and making it easier to evaluate performance consistently. Number three would be it attracts potential talents. Yeah, it helps in hiring resources whose skills and traits are aligned with the school's statements. Yan. For example, tulad nga ng example kanina, uh, an, an aviation school of course hires pilots to train uh, the aspiring pilots, di ba? Uh, medyo counterproductive naman kung mag-hire tayo ng sailman to teach aspiring pilots to fly a plane. Number four, it reduces friction in restructuring. Of course, during transitions, heavy transitions, or all-out transitions, a clear vision and mission provide stability in the context to reduce stress and confusion because they have a clear goal, they have a clear mission and vision. Okay. Number five, it inspires focus and productivity. Clear guidelines based on the school's goals will motivate the staff and students to excellence. Of course, if you want to produce excellent students, uh, excellent 21st century students, for example, ayun na yung bagong mission. O di alam na nila what are the 21st century skills. Ganyan. So, may guidelines na. Number six, encourage teamwork. Of course, when you have a goal, a common goal, it always fosters collaboration because you have a common goal eh. Yun yung kinakailangan nyo i-achieve as a team, as a group, o as a school, for example. Di ba? So automatic na, ang pag-common ng goal nyo, automatic na, you will collaborate. Parang kanyan eh, parang war. We have a common enemy, then we must be allies. Di ba? Creating a positive environment where staff can work together effectively. Number seven, it improves reputation. The school's credibility and image are strengthened by diligently following the established guidelines or the established mission and vision. Parang ano yan eh, parang tao, parang politiko. O kapag, di ba ang politiko, pag sinabi niya, tapos nasusunod yung mga sinasabi niya, big sabihin, nagtatrabaho siya ng maayos, mataas yung credibility niya, yung trust rating niya, mataas yung stakeholders, ang taas-taas ng tiwala sa kanya, ang taas-taas ng tingin sa kanya, as compared to yung mga trapong politicians. Puro pangako, pero wala naman, di ba? So, yun. Number 8 would be, it provides stability at parang kanina rin sa restructuring. Pero a structured framework kasi, it allows the school to navigate smoothly and remain resilient during unseen internal changes. So, for example, wag naman sana mangyari, may nagkamatayan, at least mabilis silang magkakaroon ng stability kasi meron silang structured framework through their mission and vision. Okay, next. Nawala na. Ay, ayun. Next. Tama ba? Ayan. So, this is my figure number 2. It is an arrow. First, you want to have your vision. What do you want to become? Then, next, the mission. What do we do in order to be what we want to become? Then next would be the strategy. How will we achieve our vision? What are the strategies needed in order for it to be implemented in our mission, therefore achieving our vision? Next would be the goals and objectives. How do we goals? Our degree of success. Yan. Of course, pag mayroon tayong goals and objectives, we can always assess ano na ba yung antas nung naaabot natin. And of course, sinulat din dito, the purpose, the stakeholders, mission and vision. Kasi palagi niyan yung nakapaskel, di ba? In terms of school or school environment, ay nakikita ng mga tao, nandiyan yung sa harap ng gate, sa harap ng harap ng mga offices kung saan-saan, 'di ba? Sa loob ng classrooms. Okay? Next would be, who are the stakeholders? Of course, first and foremost, students. No school would be complete without students. A school without a student na nga, isa lang, singular. A school without a student is not a school at all. It requires constant to be a school. Parang yung academy kasi parang ano uh, yung apprenticeship na na era or tradition. 'Di ba ang apprenticeship, yung mga craftsman, usually dalawang apprentice or apprentice lang 'yan. So when it comes to school ngayon, medyo marami, no, medyo in a group setting na. Many groups. Pag sinagbang many groups, basta 'yon. Students, a clear vision inspires students to set high goals and engage actively in their learning. Of course, kasi alam nila they know what they want to become and what will they become kapag pumasok sila doon sa school na yon, na may clear vision and mission. Siyempre, number 2, teachers. It provides guiding framework for curriculum planning and teaching methods. O, di ba? For example, nagtuturo ka na mag-repair ng electric fan, o di ba? Ang teaching method mo, syempre, magre-repair sila ng electric fan. Di ba? Parang ganon, parang more on actual, and based on doon mo maipaplan yung curriculum mo. Next would be the parents. It strengthens the school community partnerships, helping parents support their child's education. Ba't ba mahalaga parents? Of course, kahit nga ngayon, di ba, libre na mag-aral, parents pa rin ang nagpapaaral sa students. Kapag hindi na kaya ng parents nila, napanghihinaan na sila ng loob sa inyo, wala yung trust rating ng school, wala na, ayaw na ng parents na pag-aralin doon, di ba? It's either na pahintuin yung student or the student will be transferred to another school. Next would be school leadership. It assists in decision making and ensures alignment with long-term objectives. Ayan, no? Ang objectives nyo, for example, to produce competent IT students. IT ang pinuproduce mo, ang decision making mo, mag-hire ka ng teachers for example, soil sciences or crop protection or environmental management. 'Di ba? Parang hindi naka-align. So, yun nga dapat naka-align, 'di ba? And last, stakeholder would be your community. It encourages social responsibility, shaping students into responsible citizens. Yes. Next. Ito pala, kinuha ko to kasi nung nagre-research ako, nakakita ko ang ganda. By Dr. Glenn I. Earthman, Educational Planning is dedicated to planning, change, reform, and improvement. Diba? Ano niya, napakaganda nung sinabi ni Dr. Glenn Earthman. Nakadedicate yan sa pagpaplan, sa pagbabago, sa pagre-reforma, at sa pag-i-improve or pagtataas sa panibagong antas. Yan. Educational planning process typically includes the introduction of sets of activities and feedback loop, including articulated vision of the future education sector. Ibig sabihin, articulated vision, sinasabi mo, you can articulate it. Kaya mong sabihin kung ano siya, kaya mong isulat. Okay? Next would be creating of the setting objectives. O ano ba, meron ka ng vision and mission, you need to ayusin mo yung setting. Kumbaga sa nobela, ayusin mo yung plot, 'di ba? Next would be review of existing educational policies and consideration of needed nuance related to assessment of needed human, fiscal, and physical resources. Lastly, explanation of programs, projects, and targets. Ayan, napakaganda. Ano to, kinuha ko naman to kay Dr. Shaira Zamir from Educational Planning and Management book. Book ito eh. Kung nabasa ko, maganda rin. Yan. Next would be planning. Oh, di ba kanina na-discuss na natin vision, mission, goals, etc. Planning, ano na to? Bakit kinakailangan to? Siyempre, we need to gain control of the future through current acts. Ibig sabihin, yung mga ginagawa natin to, what are we doing today will affect our future. And in some form, we need to gain control uh, in order to uh, direct or redirect our mission to our goals. Kasi minsan, di ba, nagkakaroon na, naiiba-iba yan. You are going through haywire events, na iba-iba na. So, kaya ka nagpaplano, at least, maliko ka man ng landas konti. Konti lang yung pagkakaliko. Kasi meron kang guide, which is your vision and mission. Next would be is a process of preparing a set of decisions about an educational enterprise in such a way that goals and purposes of education will be sufficiently realized in the future with available resources. Yes, of course, di ba? Very self-explanatory. Kailangan mo bang elaborate? Next na tayo. Related to current educational policy and based on existing educational policies. Pero, pwede rin natin i-include yung possible na future educational policies. Pwede na natin siyang i-consider. Okay, when planning Kasi 'di ba? Inaano naman yung mga educational policies naman hini-hearing naman yan sa Congress. O di manood tayo ng Congress hearing. Next would be set of educational decisions, statements of aims, purposes, principles, mahalaga, principles, or intentions which serve as continued guidelines for the management in accomplishing your objectives. Next would be, okay, this is my figure 3. I made a reality rift. First, you need to dream of a vision. Then your vision and goals na aligned sa vision. Then pag na-achieve na yung vision, nilagyan ko ng infinity sign, dream ulit, panibagong vision ulit. Kasi syempre, na-achieve mo na to, nakarating ka na sa, yung kanina example ko, nakarating ka na sa Africa by swimming through huge oceans and rivers. Na-step foot ka na sa Africa, what will you do from there? For example, create a colony in Africa. Panibagong vision na naman yun. Ano na naman ang mission? Panibagong mission na naman, and of course, panibagong goals na naman. Paulit-ulit lang. Yan. Para syempre, continuous progress. Continuous progress means, of course, improvement. Okay? Kinuha ko kay Larch P. 2025 lang. Itong journal niya na to, Strategic Planning, is a fundamental aspect of educational management that plays a crucial role in driving school success. Baliwala kung di ba? Baliwala kung meron kang mission, vision, and goals. Dapat nagpa-plan ka rin para mabilis yung success mo. Hindi ka na nagpapaligoy-ligoy pa, diretso, straight, tusok agad sa success, di ba? By defining a clear vision, setting measurable goals, involving stakeholders, and continuously evaluating progress. Educational leaders can create a roadmap or success that addresses the diverse needs of their students and community. Siyempre, mahalaga, nakalagay yung school sa isang komunidad, di ba? Naka-integrate yun doon, nakahalo yun doon. Kasi yung mga, of course, kung nasan yung lokal ng school, yung mga malalapit doon, yun yung mga unang mag-inquire, magtatanong, mga unang papasok yan, mga unang susubok. As school navigate the complexities of the 21st century, strategic planning provides the structure and foresight needed to create sustainable improvements and ensure long-term success. See, it ensures your long-term success. Doon pa lang, sapak na. Kaya tontuwa ako dito, nailagay ko tuloy sa report ko. And next, when executed effectively, of course, when executed, meron siyang parang mayroon siyang prerequisite. When executed effectively, of course, strategic planning in educational management becomes the pathway to achieving the goals and aspirations of a vibrant, thriving school community. Napakaganda, di ba? Oh, with feelings na kasi maganda talaga siya, yung sinasabi ni Larch. Okay, next would be, ayun, nagloko na naman. But, next slide, please. Come on. Hmm. Ay, tapos na pala nun. Wait, naglalaglag lang ata. Yes, tapos na. So, notes. Ah, parang feeling ko natahal ko naman lahat. Pero ito usually lagi ko 'tong nilalagay. Kasi kapag nagsalita ako, dire-diretso ko magsalita eh. So, meron kayong gustong idagdag, classmates? Come on! Gising kayo, alam ko, nakikinig kayo. Meron ba? Lahat po talaga. Halos maganda ang mission, vision, and school goals in planning. Sa execution lang talaga, nagkakatalo. Opo, totoo po yan. Kahit po for example yung prior profession ko, professional fighter. Siyempre ang mission, vision and goal mo gusto mong manalo. Pag execution na umakyat ka na sa ring or sa cage, nagkakandalitsyo-litsyo na lahat. Pag nasapak ka na, nasipa ka na, natuhod ka na sa mukha, nasakal ka na, ayun, naiba-iba na. Pero yun yung spice of life eh. Kaya yes, tama si Ma'am Charmaine. Kaya imo-modify mo on the fly. Kaya mo dapat na mag-modify ng plan based on current facts. O for example, gusto ko man na I want to win. So, di laban na kami. Nasuntok ko siya sa mo. Ang tendency, nasuntok ko siya, nasuntok ko siya, tinumba na niya ako, hiniyakap na niya ako, tinumba na niya ako kasi nakikita niya na lugi na siya sa striking game. O pagdating dun sa ground, superior pala siya sa ground game. Ako naman yung nasakal-sakal, nasuntok-suntok ako sa baba. Kasi natumba niya ako, di ako makatayo ngayon. Ayaw niya akong payagang tumayo. So, di ba? Doon pa lang, magpaplano ka na, ay, nadudurog na ako dito sa ilalim. Masakit na yung mukha ko, masakit na rin yung katawan ko, nabubugbog niya na ako. Dapat, ang goal mo, yung goal mo, vision mo pa rin manalo, di ba? Yung goal mo, on point and time, tinago mo eh. So, dapat makatayo ka. Yan, makatayo ka. Anong mission mo? Pag makatayo ka, ang mission mo, the next doon is makipag-strike ka lang sa kanya, makipagsuntukan ka lang sa kanya, or makipagsipaan ka lang sa kanya, huwag kang papayag yakapin. Huwag kang papayag malak, huwag kang papayag masakal. So, di ba, yun yung mission mo next. Next, hanggang sa matupad mo na yung, if ever matupad mo na. Ganon. Di ba? Napakalawak napakaganda. Pero yun nga, kinakailangan natin i-modify on the fly kung ano man yung vision natin. Kaya sorry for the example, medyo yun yung medyo expensive yung professional career ko sa fighting almost 12 years yan. Simula nung nag-18 ako, professional fighter na tayo eh. So when it comes to school, siguro ganun nga. Marami naman talagang unforeseen events ang buhay. Marami talagang spices of life ang buhay. And it makes our life exciting, di ba? Kapag ang plain ng buhay, yung alam mo na yung goal mo, dire-diretso yung path mo, wala nang excitement eh, di ba? Kaya kinakailangan mo yun eh, yung mga ganyan na surprises. Masaya yan. Siyempre, pag andun ka lang sa point na yun, feeling mo, ang sad-sad na, iba na yung state of mind mo, di ba? Pero doon nagkakaroon ng meaning yung buhay kasi natin eh. It's what makes our life worth living, 'di ba? Anyway, meron pa po ba? Gagaling po ng mga presenter today, very comprehensive. Blabla na si Ma'am Aiza pa, si Ma'am Aiza nang bobola pa. Okay, meron pa po ba? Meron pa tayong gustong yung mga reference. Nakakatawa. Apat ng reference pero enjoy po akong kapag-aralan lahat yan. Okay, that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, no? Again, if I'll just want everyone to evaluate the available mission, vision, and core values of World City Colleges and the strategic goals or the philosophy, no? So this will be your assignment, no? For today, that you need to submit next week, no? First quiz, no, for this ano. So you need to evaluate the vision, mission, and core values of World City Colleges, no, as I mentioned. So you could able to get their mission, vision, dun about WCC. Try to look into their brief philosophy, no? Philosophy, mission, vision, and core values, no? So as what they have here in their wait for a while. For WC. This will be the website of World City. Click about. So you will be able to see the mission, vision, core values, and the philosophy. Okay, so this will be your assignment. But prior to before the next presenter, no, I'll just want to provide additional inputs, no, based on our presenter discussions now. Once again, thank you so much, sir, no, for that comprehensive and enlightening presentation. Your discussion clearly illustrate how access indicators such as, of course, we need to consider the net enrollment ratios and survival rates, no, highlight both achievements and persistent gaps in reaching all learners, no. We now see that expanding school facilities or offering scholarship programs is only part of ensuring true access, no. We need also to underscore the quality cannot be taken for granted, no, and the emphasis on teacher competence, relevant curriculum, and learning outcomes remind us that education's ultimate goal is not just attendance but meaningful learning. Quality improvement, no, demand continuous professional development and sufficient resources to support modern pedagogy, no. So the exploration of equity was equally compelling, no. The gender disparities, rural urban divides, and challenges faced by indigenous communities show that equity is more than equal numbers, no. It is about fairness and opportunities and results, no. Bridging the gaps requires targeted intervention like inclusive education programs and flexible learning options. One important point from the topic is how that the indicators intersect, no. Policies aim and improving access such as the free education or free tuition or school feeding programs may fail if quality remains weak, no. Conversely, high quality programs that serve only a privileged few undermine equity. Balanced strategies are essential. So, we need also to highlight the role of data-driven decision making, accurate and timely data from sources like the Department of Education, Enhanced Basic Education Information System, CHED Higher Education data are indispensable for identifying trends and measuring the impacts of reforms. So another key takeaway is the necessity of community and stakeholder engagement involving local governments, parents, and civil society group not only enriches the data, no. So again, as I mentioned, no, as our presenter emphasized, so in the mission statement, provide the operational backbone of the institution. Wait for a while. Parang naligaw ako. Akala ko inclusion na eh.